The next part which I commonly get a question, sir, you said that CFA is a international exam. So whatever course I'm learning, whatever exam I'm taking, that's the same exam that a British guy is also taking. That's the same guy that a UAE guy is also taking in Dubai. That's the same exam that a person in Singapore is also taking. Same exam is taken by American. Same exam is taken by European. So will my competency would be same? That means after clearing the level 1, level 2 and level 3, that after completing my CFA course, will I be able to directly get a job in Dubai? Will I be able to get a directly job in the finance hub Singapore? Will I be able to get a job in Australia? Will I be able to get a job in Europe? Answer. One word answer. No. I repeat, you might have got disappointed. Answer is no. You might have seen, you might have attended the webinars of the other coaching classes, other institution, which might have said, yes, it's possible. But they have not told you the star marks. I will tell you no with a star mark. Others might tell you yes with a star mark. I will tell you no with a star mark. No. 99% of the times you will not be able to get a direct job in the outside India, in the international market, even though CFA is an international course. Why? Understand, although CFA is an international course, still it has not, it's an American course by the way. Although it's an international course, it's still American course. It's coming from an American society. So any country, when it issues work visa, any country, when it issues work visa, so when Australian government issues work visa, they see to it that the candidate who is asking to work must be a graduate from an Australian university. मतलब उसने उस ऑस्ट्रेलियन यूनिवर्सिटी में एडमिशन लिया और फीस पे करना जरूरी है. Similarly, if I'm trying to get a job in, let's say, London, then the British government will kind of make sure that they will give me work visa only and only if I've taken an admission into a UK British university. It could be Master of Science, MS Finance, or it could be MBA Finance. It's necessary. Most of the government gives you work visa. Work visa is nothing but permission to work in their country, not on the base only of CFA. For that matter, although CFA is a course of US government, still it has been seen that US government also do not give work visa just because you have done a course of US American society. They still want you to get MS Finance or MBA Finance admissions from an American university. They generally do not acknowledge our engineering degree. They want us to get graduated from their respective universities. All right. So what can we do? Answer is the question which I'm going to ask you. The question is, do you want to go to international cities and settle there? That is, get married, have children, and have family there? That is long term. Or do you want to go there, earn, come back? Short term. If you want to go there for long term, then you have to do either MS Finance or MBA Finance. MS Finance के लिए GRE, MBA Finance के लिए GMAT. So you have to do GRE to get into MS Finance. If you want to go for MBA Finance, you have to go for GMAT. Then is CFA useless? No, it's not. After getting a good score in GRE for MS Finance, or after getting a good score in GMAT for MBA Finance, you will have to make a kind of application later, which is called as SOP, Statement of Purpose, which will be kind of your wakil, which kind of will be your lawyer, ki why I deserve to get into this university. Where in that letter, if you mention that I have cleared CFA level 1 or I'm preparing for CFA, that indicates that you have a strong interest towards the field of finance. You're trying to take a course which is a specialized course in finance. That clearly indicates that you're keen to do the finance. That increases your chances of getting into a good university, which is called as Ivy League. And those who are pursuing MS Finance and MBA Finance will know what do you mean by Ivy League. So if you want to get into Ivy League, just a good score in GRE or a good score in GMAT will not be good enough. To get into Ivy League, you have to have a good resume, good SOP for that CFA. I wouldn't say it's must, but CFA is highly recommended. That will not be a replacement for your GRE and a GMAT. GRE and a GMAT are required, but a good score in the, after good score in the GR and the GMAT, CFA could be a good thing on the resume for making your SOP strong. Yes, there are certain universities which give exemption if you have cleared level 1, but these wouldn't be a top universities. But still, you need to get admission into those universities. You cannot directly settle in America or Europe without doing a MS Finance or MBA Finance for there. Cost is huge. MS Finance would come somewhere in the range of 30 lakh and MBA Finance will come in the range of 60 lakh. So the cost is huge. Rewards are good unless you're stuck in a case like right now where there's a corona, etc. and there's a US election, etc. So in general, the rewards are good. Unless there's a US elections happening where there could be a more importance given to son of soil concept. Like in Maharashtra, in Mumbai, we have that son of soil concept coming from one political party, which I think everyone would know the name of that. Similarly, in US also, that son of soil concept is there with whites and others. So that others, outside Americans, could be given a little lesser treatment in the job market, especially in the current days of corona and in the US election. But otherwise, 30 lakhs for MS Finance, 60, 70 lakhs for, or even little more than that for MBA Finance in US and other is worth. So you may again consider taking a loan. You means your parents, obviously. You may consider taking a loan for doing this in case you want to settle there. Now, after doing that, don't come back. Settle there. Your packages that you will be getting over there will be something like $90,000, $100,000 per year, 75 lakh to 80 lakh per year. After tax, it could be around 30, 40 lakhs per year. After expenses, after tax, savings would be around 30, 40 lakhs. So recover that, earn that. And after that, you may not feel like coming back. Like you will be spending like 7, 8 years there. You'll get accustomed to there. You get married there. You'll have children there and you will not come back. So that's what I said. If you want to go there for long term, do MS Finance or MBA Finance. If you want to go there for short term, then obviously 30 lakh and 60 lakh is not worth. Then what you should do? 4 things simultaneously. Number 1, you should pursue CFA. But sir, you just told na ki CFA on a standalone basis does not give you a job in the international market. Hold on, I'll tell you. First thing, you should do CFA. All right, you should pursue CFA. Second, you should work in that company jahan pe on-site opportunities hai. So you shouldn't work in Bank of India. You should work in Bank of America, Citibank, Deutsche Bank, in the India operations. All right. Third thing, perform awesome. Be in the top performer. So spend nights, give an awesome performance at work. All right. So what did the first thing I said? CFA. Second, you should work in a company which has international operations, which do put the good performing employees in those on-site opportunities, and not everyone would be placed in those opportunities. So for that, you need to perform really well and you need to have certain domain knowledge, and that domain knowledge ke liye CFA could help you out. So 3 cheezein: CFA, which will give you a domain knowledge. Number 2, you should be working in a company jahan pe international operations hai. And third, you should be a top performer, because ordinary performance will keep you in India only. Top performer will help you go abroad. Is sabke baad, 4th thing, I hope you got it. What do you mean by this? The luck. The 4th thing is luck, which is not in your control. You should try on the other things. 3 things: CFA, which will give you domain knowledge. Number 2, top performance. And number 3, you should not be working for that company jahan pe international operations hai nahi. You should work for that company jahan pe on-site opportunities hai. And 4th thing, if that works you, the luck works you, then you will be able to go there for short term. Short term does not mean 2 years. I've seen people who have gone there without doing MS and MBA for as long as even 10 years. But these are exceptions. Short term could be like 2-3 years and then come back. So 2-3 years, you will be able to go earn good amount of money and then come back. All right. So this is cost and the value of CFA. I hope you understood it properly.